What's up, guys? So, today we're going to be doing a very rainbow look. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So, I just primed using the Infallible Matte Lock L'Oreal primer. And now I'm going to be doing my brows. And for my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Soft Brown Brow Powder Duo. Whoa. I am going to be using the angled brush with a spoolie at the end, and I'm just going to outline and fill in my brows. Oh, they're not even. Okay, I guess we're going for I have an adoptive sister and a sister here. Okay, so we're going to clean that up with some concealer. I'll be right back. I'm just going to carve out my brows because this is too humiliating to even show on camera. So, yeah. Okay, so now that I just carved out my brows, I carved out my brows by doing a line of Tarte Shape Tape in light sand underneath my brows and then over my brows, and then I took it down onto my lid for a primer for the eyeshadow that we are going to do now. And I'm going to be using the Yo Unique palette. It's a custom palette. These are the shades Heritage, Astute, Gingerly, and Gullible. And I'm going to be using, why did I say Heritage? It's Hesitant. Oh my god. I'm going to be using Hesitant, which is just this light pink shade. I'm going to be taking that on a JH30, which is a very fluffy crease brush. I'm just going to get back hello. I'm just going to take that on the brush and blend that into my crease. And not setting the concealer will help a lot with the pigment of the eyeshadows. Okay, and then after I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with the LA Colors palette. It's very rainbow. Very, very rainbow. That's why I'm using it with this for this video. And I'm going to be taking that on a JH32 brush. It's just a very fluffy, tapered blending brush, a little bit tighter than the JH30. I'm just going to take this dark red or pinkish shade right here, and I'm going to blend that into my crease area, but just above my crease, so we can do the cut crease later. Okay, then after that, I'm going to be using this coral shade mixed with this tan gold shade, and I'm going to mix those together to get a light peachy orange, with that just right above the pink. And as you can see, these are all shimmers. I like to use shimmers for this look. You can use mattes. I just really like how these shimmers look on this look, just being like pastel-y. And yeah. So after I'm done with the orange, I'm going to go in with this bright yellow, and I'm going to just put that right above the orange. Then after that, I'm going to cut my crease really fast. Okay, and for cutting my crease, I'm going to be using, where is it? Hello? I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape again in light sand. I'm going to be using the JH41, which is just this flat packer brush. I'm going to use some Tarte Shape Tape and put that on the back of my hand so it's easier to access. And then I'm just going to be taking that and putting it on my lid. Also taking the end of it, and I am just kind of shaping it into a wing. Okay, so now that we just cut the crease, I am now going to go in with foundation. For foundation, I'm going to be, where is it? I'm going to be using the Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade 120 because I am light, very light. And I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand. Hello? Is it not coming out? There we go. Okay. And I'm just going to dot this all over my face. After that, I'm just going to blend it out. Okay, and now that we have the foundation on, I'm going to grab the LA Colors palette again, and I'm going to go in with this very, very white shimmery shade on a Luxie 245 small shader. It's like a little packer brush. And I'm again going to go in with this very, very white shade, and I'm going to pack that onto lid. Just basically gonna set the concealer. Also, to make the white a little less shimmery, I'm going to grab a little bit of translucent setting powder and just go over top of it.
So it's more white and a lot less shimmery, so it doesn't outshine the crease colors. So the shimmer is still a little bit there, but it's not too intense. And to get the most color packed onto the lid, I am more tapping it onto instead of just swiping it. Same with the translucent setting powder.
Wiping using the windshield wiper motion that we did with the crease instead of the lid will cause the concealer or the shadow to completely just wipe off, which is not what we want, obviously. And then after we did that, I'm going to grab my Shape Tape, again in light sand, and I'm going to put that on the high points of my face, being the under eye, the nose, a little bit on the forehead, Cupid's bow chin. I'm doing a little line underneath my cheekbone to kind of carve out my cheekbones. Whoa. I don't like to use contour, like I said in my last video. I don't like to use contour because I don't think I need it. Again, I don't think I need it. And I'm just going to blend that out with my Beauty Blender. Okay, after that I'm going to, because we're looking very ghostly, we're going to look even more ghostly with some Sephora pressed translucent setting powder. Just looks like that. Translucent setting powder again. And I'm just going to take that on a random Sephora fluffy brush and just set my entire face. Okay, then after that, I'm going to set my brows by taking a very, very small Benefit Gimme Brow in the color 3.5, and I'm just going to brush that through my brows normally. So now that we just brushed that through my brows, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. And for bronzer, where is it? Hello? Can I find you? Thank you. I'm going to be using the very small Hoola Benefit bronzer. Looks like that. And I'm going to be, again, using a random Sephora giant fan brush. And I'm going to be taking that on my cheekbones. And I'm going to take that down a little bit near my ear and down onto my jawline that I don't have. And then I'm going to take that in the corner of my forehead, the top of my forehead, my hairline almost, and then near my temples, and I'm just going to repeat that on my other side. So my camera stopped recording, but I basically just contoured my nose a little bit, and then I muffled that contour with a beauty blender so it wasn't as prominent, I guess. And then I'm going to go in with some blush. And for my blush, I'm going to be using the Tarte in the shade Party, which is what I pretty much always use. As you can tell, I hit pan, and I am very sad because I have to get a new one. But I'm just going to be using a little bit of that and just tapping it onto my cheeks and a little bit up my cheekbone a little bit so it blends in with my bronzer nicely. I'm going to go a little bit more on my nose. And then after that, I'm scarily and very carefully going to go in with some eyeliner. And for my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Tarte, don't like the name, Tarte Sex Kitten. Okay. I've never seen that until today, and I'm terrified. I'm going to be using the Tarte eyeliner, and I'm just going to be eyelining a little bit of a wing, and I'm terrified to show this on camera because I feel like I'll mess up under pressure. Okay, so I know they are very sad wings, but I was absolutely terrified to mess this up again. So I'm now going to do my bottom lash line, which is going to be very, very easy. I'm going to go back in with the LA Colors palette, and I'm going to take this very bright lime green shade right here on just, it says an eye shader, but it's just a fat, flat brush. And I'm just going to take that lime green shade and I'm going to put that on the inner lash line. Okay, so now that we have the green on the inner lash line, I'm going to take this baby blue right here and this dark blue right here. I'm going to be mixing those because the dark blue is obviously going to make the lighter blue darker, so it'll actually show up on my face. And I'm just going to put that on the center lash line. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to go in with this color right here, which is a very deep lavender purple. And I'm just going to put that on the outer lash line. Excuse me. And I'm going to kind of bring that up on the outer part of that wing, the very, very tiny wing. And I'm going to blend that into the pink. Just like that. You can't really see it, but you know, it's there. It's there. And it just kind of defines that wing a little bit more, so it's not too intensely not there. There's that. And now I'm going to be putting on highlight. My favorite part. And I'm going to be taking the Cover FX drops in the shade Moonlight. And I'm going to be taking it on this really small Wet n Wild brush. I use this to do a very, very precise highlight. Whoa. And I'm just going to take this on the back of my hand so I don't mess up. And I'm just going to take it on this brush and just kind of apply that to the cheekbones. I'm also putting a tad bit on the center of my nose and the button part of my nose, I guess. The center of the bridge of my nose. Then I'm taking a little bit more and I'm putting this on my Cupid's bow. And then a tiny bit on my chin. Just like that. Okay, after that, I'm going to set my liquid highlight. Every cream product that you put on your face, you always have to set it with some sort of powder. And for this, I'm going to be just taking this random highlight that I don't even know where it came from. And it's in the shade Moon Dust. It's really pretty. It's like one of my favorite highlights. And I'm just going to be taking this on one of those Sephora fan brushes. And then after that, I'm going to be taking this random, like, fanned out fluffy brush. And I'm going to be taking that highlight again and putting this on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And then Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin. And I'm also taking this mixed with a little bit of the M Princess eyeshadow in the shade Biscuit. Just looks like this. Maybe mixing that with my highlight and putting that on the inner corner. Oh dang, okay. Okay. And then I'm also taking Biscuit and putting that on my brow bone. Well, okay. And then after that, I'm going to be doing eyelashes. And surprising enough today, we are going to be using falsies. And these are 5. They're hidden under there, but it says 5. And I have already used these previously I think for Valentine's. And I'm just going to be taking this. They're really, really pretty. I love these. And I'm going to be using the Duo black lash glue. I'm using black because I used eyeliner. I'm just going to be applying these with some tweezers. And you always want to let the glue dry tacky a little bit before you apply them. Once they are tacky, you want to first apply to the center of the lash line, then to the outer corner, and then the inner corner. Weird faces begin. After they are completely dry, because this might pull them off, I guess, but the Duo lash glue is actually very, very strong in my opinion. Like, they hold up a lot. I'm going to be trying this new mascara. It's the Yo Unique Mood Struck Epic Mascara. Okay, so after I applied the mascara, I'm going to grab tweezers and I'm basically going to press my real lashes and the fake ones together. And I didn't fully coat my lashes, so some of it isn't sticking, which is really annoying. Apply it to my bottoms. My bottom lash is on steroids. Dang, okay. I really like this mascara for bottom lashes anyways. I still have to try it for top. It's really, really awkward when it looks like you have a major top lash and then like no bottom lash, which is like me every day because like I have no bottom lashes. but my top lashes are okay. So, I don't know. So I will go do that on the other eye and see you guys in like 0.2 seconds. Okay, so I just did the other eye off camera, and one thing that I forgot to tell you guys is that I applied a waterline, I guess, and it's the Extreme Lasting 16-Hour Essence Nude liner, and this really, I feel like with normal lashes, it actually opens up my eyes a lot. With falsies, I mean, it does something, but line my lips. And for lining my lips, I'm going to be using the Kylie lip liner in Candy K. And I'm just going to line my lips real fast. Okay, so I just lined my lips, and before I add the actual lipstick, I'm going to just take some chapstick, since this is going to be a nude lip. I'm just going to do that so it kind of blends it in also. And then, again, predictable, I'm going to be using the Kylie liquid lipstick in the shade Candy K, which is also matte. And I am just going to fill in my lips. And again, I'm sorry if there's background noise. My parents are out in the living room watching a movie. So, if there's background noise, I am sorry. But yeah, I'm just going to let that dry for a second before I'm going to add something on top of it. And for the something on top of that, I am going to be using this holographic Moonstruck lip gloss, and this is the, again, Yo Unique stuff. It is so pretty. I love this, and I'm sorry if this is a bad swatch. I have stuff on my hand, but it is so pretty. I love this so much, especially for a topper. And since this is like rainbow, I was thinking that we should do it for on top of this lip, because it's not quite, I mean, it is pretty rainbowish. Like in the container, it is very rainbowy. It's mostly purples and blues and greens. But I was thinking about this one too. This is the Bellin Argent. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But this is the lip. It says lip layer gloss. I don't know. But this is a lot more gold pinky than the holographic, obviously. But I was debating on these two. I chose the holographic because it was more rainbow. But yeah, I'm just going to apply that real fast. It's not, there's really nothing to it. Also, for having a lip underneath, I recommend tapping it on instead of swiping it, because the swiping will take off the lipstick you have underneath. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Whoa, that was open. Whoa. Oh, that scared the fart out of me. Okay. Wah, 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 wah.